Hi, before starting this video message, I would like to thank everybody who would contribute to spreading this message until reaching the Italian Prime Minister, Giorgia Meloni, to whom I found myself forced to address this message after trying all the possible alternatives to achieve a simple technical business goal that could have been easily reached if I had chosen to be in the right place. But despite this big mistake, I'm still resisting all the strong opposing tides and negative circumstances to achieve this technical business goal, no matter how it would cost me. First of all, I apologize for not addressing this speech in Italian, as I don't speak Italian, because I have not had a serious opportunity to learn, though I have two brothers living in Italy. Before going straight to the main topic of this message, I want to inform you that I have tried to contact two guys who are living in Italy, but they have not responded favorably to my initiative. For this reason, I have taken this initiative to address this video message in English and include subtitled translation in Italian. Without making this introduction unnecessarily too long, my technical business goal consists of a technical, innovative, urban VTOL aircraft and the multi-purpose military drone. I have invested the best years of my life in both the conception and development of these two innovative aeronautical designs, as well as finishing CAD design work on this project, making me achieve 98% of the work. That involves the work of an entire big team of aeronautical design engineers and technicians. Because of my commitment to execute this project to the last phase, I have not hesitated to confront all the technical and financial circumstances that have faced me during all the phases of the project execution. My story would seem strange to anyone who would hear that I have worked on two complex aeronautical projects without having earned an official university degree or having worked for an aeronautical company, which would be later amply explained in this video message. Before going through this video message, three main topics. I would like to explain that I have resorted to this last option after trying all the possible alternatives that I will show after this introduction. The most important thing I would like to stress on is the following simple fact, that if these two aeronautical design projects were not that extremely important, I would not have invested the best years of my life till finishing the last technical aspects of a project requiring a professional team collaboration. And if these two aeronautical design projects had not been designed to disrupt the whole aviation industry, I would not have resorted to this option to make everything to finish the last step of the execution, which represents just 2% of the whole project, which had made me think of immigration to an industrial country by any means. This video message addressed to the Italian Prime Minister, Giorgia Meloni, is structured into three main topics. The first main topic deals with my personal story in conceiving and developing these two aeronautical projects, which are a VTOL urban air transport aircraft and an unmanned drone capable of fulfilling all air military roles. The second main topic deals with this urban VTOL transport aircraft and introduces all of its technical and financial features, while the third topic deals with the multi-purpose military drone and introduces all of the technical and financial features. The first main topic, my personal story in conceiving and developing these two aeronautical projects. This is the most important part of this video message. Though it introduces no technical topics or ideas, it outlines the reasons why I have decided to choose aeronautical engineering in general and why I have decided to work on these two technically complex aeronautical projects in particular. Though I have not got a university degree in aeronautical engineering or have worked for an aeronautical company, I have chosen aeronautical engineering after exploring that there are still some major technical design problems to be solved. After too many unsuccessful attempts by big aeronautical companies, if these technical aeronautical problems would be solved, endless opportunities would be open to the consumer market in urban aviation transportation if the perfect VTOL aircraft aeronautical design would be achieved, which I have managed to accomplish, and all I need is affording to build a proof of concept prototype. As for military aviation, succeeding in achieving the perfect unmanned aerial military weapon, fulfilling the military roles of all aerial military weapons, ranging from all categories of military drones up to all categories of military rockets in both the attack and defense categories. If an aeronautical and aerospace technical design solution would be achieved, this aeronautical design solution would be the ultimate technical solution not only for the entire military aviation industry, but for the entire military industry, as this unique military aerial weapon would make all categories of military weapons obsolete, ranging from traditional aerial military weapons, military maritime vessels, and military armored ground vehicles. I have succeeded in coming up with this perfect military aerial aeronautical design, though I had no intention of revealing anything about it because of its military nature, until I have decided to write an entire full-length book documenting and illustrating all of its technical and financial features. In the end, I have succeeded in coming up with the best and most perfect aeronautical designs for these aeronautical projects, fully guaranteed to work with no single technical malfunction, even before hardware prototype production, as all the technical features have already been successfully tested on various aeronautical projects that have served in the military for decades, and successfully extracted technical data from research projects. Despite all of these encouraging technical facts, I have tried all the possible and impossible means for building hardware prototypes until I have found myself forced to resort to this option of addressing a video speech message to the country's Prime Minister of Italy. If your country is looking for tech talent to found innovative tech companies, then eVTOL and VTOL urban transport is an emerging big market, with some couple of tech startups having already reached the test stage after the production of the first prototype, among hundreds of just eVTOL projects, as it can be explored in this list of 720 eVTOL projects on this webpage from eVTOL news website dedicated to publish latest tech news about just electric VTOL aircrafts. The web links to these websites are included in the written form of this video message. Or another interesting technical website called Vertical Mag, an online tech magazine dedicated to publishing latest tech news about VTOL aircrafts. I have seen and been following some couple of tens of tech startups in this technical space, with some of them having received investments having exceeded tens and hundreds of millions of dollars. Just 2 or 4 VTOL aircraft aeronautical designs I have worked on are designed with more superior technical and financial features, with the only hurdle having prevented me from reaching the test and production stages was affording the building of a hardware prototype. These 2 aeronautical projects are designed to respond to all current and future technical challenges big companies are investing hundreds of millions of dollars to solve, and all that is required is affording simple sums of money to build a prototype. As for the last second aeronautical project, which is the Universal Drone, it is a multi-purpose military drone designed to fulfill all the military roles of all drones categories, as well as all military rocket categories, both the attack and defensive categories. On top of that, it is designed to adopt VTOL technical features and being fully reusable, unlike military rockets costing hundreds and couples of millions of dollars. In the beginning, I have thought that having to work on these aeronautical projects with complete freedom would be the only requirement to allow me to focus on these 2 projects till achieving the best and most perfect aeronautical designs, which would be the end of the road. But the financial difficulties in getting the necessary funding for starting a manufacturing company around the first civilian aeronautical project had made me think of all the possible ways to build the hardware prototypes on my own and never wait for an investor or funding opportunity to start a manufacturing business. That's all my story with these 2 aeronautical projects. The second main topic, the Flying Dream project. Achieving the best and most perfect aeronautical design of a VTOL aircraft had been the most technically daunting technical challenge to solve. But if solved, it would unleash tremendous opportunities in the general aviation market. Two of just four aeronautical designs are more technically and financially superior to all current eVTOL urban aircrafts, in addition to having the necessary technical requirements to not only compete but disrupt the traditional market of general aviation aircrafts, currently dominated by fixed-wing aircrafts like Piaggio Avanti, vertical aircrafts like helicopters, and the third new category of VTOL aircraft like the V-22 Osprey and Augusta Westland, that is currently manufactured in Italy after acquiring a production license from Bell Helicopters. All of these previously mentioned facts have made me more determined to execute this aeronautical project to the last phase, which is the mass manufacturing and commercialization, simply because it is designed to take over the entire market of four aviation products categories more easily. The third main topic, the universal drone. The technical and financial importance of this project stems not only from the fact that it would disrupt air military warfare, but it would revolutionize the entire military industry. In the beginning, I had no intention to mention this aeronautical and aerospace projects because of its military nature, but because of the unexpected tides of time, life circumstances have made me decide to turn a technical document of tens of pages into a full-lengthy book, documenting and illustrating all its exceptional technical and financial features. The main strong and important reason that had made me finish writing an entire book about this military aerial weapon is seeing how hundreds of millions of dollars and even tens of billions of dollars are spent on research and development projects in aerial military warfare, while this simple single aerial military weapon provides all the technical answer to tens of aeronautical military research and development projects, among them the latest military threats introduced by kamikaze drones that are too expensive to shoot down, as illustrated in the two videos below, showing how big military weapon manufacturing companies are investing serious financial resources and technical manpower time of professionally experienced engineers to come up with an effective technical solution, while the technical answer is already provided by the universal drone. The web links to these websites are included in the written form of this video message. These web links are for the Iranian Shahid drone and the German anti-drone artillery gun. The second more important reason having made me think of deciding to invest my time in writing an entire book about the military aerial weapon was to show to all countries' governments how building an entire aeronautical and aerospace industry for both civilian space application and military application would be affordable to all countries with more innovative and revolutionary technical aspects like reusability, instead of losing an expensive aerial military weapon like rockets costing hundreds of thousands and in some cases millions of dollars, which would be saved by this reusable aerial military weapon instead of being wasted, while a serious technical entrepreneur like me had not stopped from making successive attempts to have at his disposal a simple sum of money, near hundreds of thousands of dollars. Lastly, the third most important goal of writing an entire book was for getting promotion by publishing, then making money through selling a manufacturing license to any interested company or government. The final part of this video message is the summary. The fact that I have invested all the possible means I could afford to achieve this last phase of project execution had made me think of doing both the conventional and unconventional methods to finish this last phase of the project execution. I confess that I have made a big mistake in not saving enough money that would allow me to tackle just a portion of this project, but their exceptional innovative technical features is the unique strong factor that would keep these two aeronautical projects apart from past and present aeronautical projects of the same category. The vtol aeronautical designs I have worked on would be the perfect weighted product in this emerging market and presented the most innovative technical and financial solution. As for the universal drone, this military aeronautical project would be the extreme technical point at which military warfare would be totally revolutionized. All I need is being located in one of the perfect countries to found an aeronautical engineering company around these two groundbreaking aeronautical technical solutions. And I have chosen Italy as the perfect country, especially during these last years, where the country had enacted several favorable laws welcoming entrepreneur youth to found innovative technical businesses around innovative technical solutions. And I promise you and the Italian people that my future business would not only be an invaluable asset to the Italian economy, but it would disrupt the entire aviation industry. One final brief conclusion made with few words, like this video speech. I wanted to make it short, focusing on the most important parts. Unlike the first written letter, so I want you to pay all of your attention to its few words, as this conclusion is the following: the world and the history of aviation has seen the creation of tens or even hundreds of aeronautical companies that have worked on thousands of aeronautical projects with both successful and failed produced aircrafts and military air weapons, having consumed precious resources of technical manpower time of hundreds of professionally experienced technical and design engineers, as well as the company's financial resources that have exceeded hundreds of millions of dollars and in sometimes billions of dollars. These two aeronautical projects are designed to revolutionize the whole aviation industry in its two categories of both civilian and military categories, which simply means that these two aeronautical projects are more important and technically incomparable than all these previously executed aeronautical projects, as well as the future projects to come, which is a dangerous statement to make, but I have decided to make it this statement that way because I'm fully aware of all the unlimited extreme technical importance of these two aeronautical projects that I have dared to work on them all alone, from the conception phase, design phase, and both the execution phase, by finishing the industrial CAD design phase, making me finish 98% of the project work. As for the remaining 2%, I have thought of making both the possible and the impossible to finish it, ranging from effectively attempting to enter Italy illegally, waiting for a work contract for an unrelated job, then making this open video message to you as the current Italian Prime Minister. Another important, more concise summary made of few words can be made as follows. I'm determined to finish a small portion, averaging just 2% of two aeronautical projects designed to disrupt the entire aviation industry. The first aeronautical project, called the Flying Dream Project, the vtol aircraft with its two versions, designed to take over the entire general aviation industry with its three categories, and the new category of eVTOL aircrafts or electric VTOL aircrafts, while the second project, called the Universal Drone, is designed not only to take over all aerial military weapons, but the entire military industry with its three categories of maritime, ground, and aerial forces. I think this short summary is more than enough to show why I need to be located in an industrial country where I could produce the two hardware prototypes, as well as being around the best investment and marketing opportunities. The last big guarantee is when everybody will see with his own eyes that these two aeronautical projects are the unique and most important projects ever executed among all the thousands of aeronautical and aerospace projects, the ones that have been executed and the current projects under research and development in both the two categories of civilian and military aviation. I have made this statement after finishing with studying all these aeronautical projects requirements and make sure that all the technical ingredients are available, like the jet engine's power, electric battery density for eVTOL versions, and the building material density or quality. Up to this point, I can still provide more strong reasons why I should finish working on these two aeronautical projects till reaching the mass manufacturing and marketing stages, but I have intentionally decided to make this video message short enough to include only the most important things. Unlike the first written letter, which holds more important facts, though it contains some personal sides and not only technical and financial aspects. I will repeat it for the second time. My reason for asking you to grant me access to your country through legal means is for allowing me the chance to finish work on 2% remaining of two technical aeronautical projects designed to disrupt the entire aviation industry in its both the civilian and military categories, which simply means launching aeronautical and aerospace company that would produce aeronautical and aerospace products unmatched by big companies around the world. I always wanted to get involved in solving complex technical engineering problems, despite the fact I was not able to finish my university degree in a renowned technical university or worked for an innovative aeronautical company. My strong will was the main driver that got me through all these adversities in acquiring the technical knowledge, solving these technical aeronautical problems with innovative designs, and do everything I could to afford launching an aeronautical engineering company around these two technical solutions. Finally, I have always asked myself if I had made the right decision of resorting to this option of asking the country's prime minister to grant me access to its country through legal means before making this video. And in the end, it had appeared to be the unique possible option after attempting all the alternatives. And all I hope is understanding my situation and make the right decision of granting me access to your country through legal means. That's why granting me access to your country through legal means would be the happiest and most important life-changing event in my life, as almost everything had been perfectly done, and the last required step is finish with this colossal technical project is affording a small financial budget to produce the first proof of concept hardware prototypes, which would be only affordable and possible after immigration to the suitable country.